Hi everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannari. How are you today? It is Friday, February 9th, 2018. So people, is this it? Is this the big one? Look, no. Okay? No. Let's talk about a few things here, because I cannot tell you, it's overwhelming, the amount of emails I have been getting and phone calls from people. It's off the charts. Greg, this is it. This is the big one. Run for the hills. Okay, where's the evidence of that? What people fail to remember, it's unbelievable, honestly. People cannot generally focus on too many things at one time. It's the truth. And people have gotten used to this market only going in one direction. Yes, markets do crash. Markets rally, but they also correct as well. I wrote an article about this last night on Steam in response to some of the overwhelming amount of people getting in touch with me telling me this is it. Well, look, again, I do not see that at this point, and I could very well be wrong. But let's again put this together very simply. Right now, as I am doing this video blog, and this really means nothing in the grand scheme of this very volatile market, all the major indices are higher right now. Dow Jones Industrial Average is up over 200 points. Okay. There's no safety play going on here. No cash is moving into commodities. No cash is moving into the bond market. As a matter of fact, bonds are under a little bit of pressure. So there's our only fly in the ointment. And I covered this, I think, yesterday. We need to watch that. The market, in my opinion, is trying to readjust to a higher rate environment. Now, let's just look back on this market a little bit here. It seems that nothing has been phasing it. I mean, threats of war, missiles, natural disasters, nothing gets in the way of this market. We know it's not real, and they're going to continue to manage this. The only thing that has put up kind of a road bump in this market is this rising rate environment. Again, market's not used to this for a decade now. All right, let's call it a decade because that's what it is. We've had suppressed interest rates. Now, because our economy seems to be picking up, well, that's at least what they're telling us, wages are going up, or at least that's what they're telling us. The market is afraid that the Fed's going to raise rates too quickly. It's rattled these markets, and we've seen a substantial pullback. It literally seemed to come out of nowhere with rates doing what they did in such a short period of time. Understand, historically, rates are insanely low. It's the pace at how fast yields have been rising that's been rattling the market here. So there's another dynamic going on today, again, that this guy brought up before anybody else, before Morgan Stanley came out with their big report, which they ripped off from me. Cash is moving into cryptos, people. This is a leading indicator. Again, I've been studying this for months, and obviously so has Morgan Stanley. Watching the flow of cash here, it's so important. So cash is going into cryptocurrencies right now. That means stocks are going to follow higher. That's just the way it is. And again, I am being backed up. I suppose I should be proud of that, by a major Wall Street bank. Still bothers me, I'm not going to lie, that they kind of ripped off my thesis there. But, okay, at least I can say I'm being backed up by a Wall Street bank. Whatever, I don't care. I happen to think I'm smarter than a lot of these guys are. And I know you are, all of you, there's no doubt about it. All right, so let's just put this together real quick. People, this is a normal correction that we are in right now. We're just not used to seeing it. And that's why people are running around with their hair on fire, screaming that it's the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. It's just not yet. And again, let's take another perspective on this. The stock market, and I've covered this at length, has been weaponized and used as a political tool. I can promise you that President Trump, who has been touting this market from here to forever now, is going to make sure that his new guy at the Fed does what he has to do to prop this up. There's no doubt. This is just the way it's going to go. We have a rebalancing going on here. We have cash moving in different places. And again, to me, this is bullish. So I am still in these. If on Monday, I'm not going to do this today because I hate holding a position through the weekend. You know that. Plus, I want to wait a little bit because that bond market is selling off right now. Go look at the chart on my website. Again, there's the only piece of this puzzle that is not fitting yet. It's not fitting yet. Once it starts to fit somewhere and it's trying to do that, this market's going higher. So with that said, keep an eye on that one little cog that's not fitting in there. Put all this together in your head and calm down, people. Really calm down. One of these days, I'm going to take a snapshot of my email box, and you just won't believe it. I mean, hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds, rows of every day. But this is wild the past couple of days here. Greg, you're wrong. This is the big one. This is it. Get out, Greg. We all love you. We want you to protect yourself. Get out of the market. No. I don't see it that way. I'm sorry. And I do appreciate all of you. And I love all of you guys and girls. You're writing to me. I know you care about me. I care about you too. But, again, this is how I see this coming together. If it makes sense to you, I'd love to hear from you. If you really do believe this is the end, this is the big one, and this whole market is going to change, and we are going to now enter a new Great Depression, like a lot of you think so, let me know why, or let us all know why. What do you see in this market? Other than, again, a market that has fallen about 10%, big deal. What else is going on here? Are we seeing a major safety play? Are we seeing cash flow into the perceived safety of debt? Are we seeing cash move over into commodities? What are we seeing that makes us believe, or makes you believe, that this is it? The market is done. Remember, markets rally, markets crash, but markets also correct. And that's what I think we're doing now. And to me, this is bullish. With that said, I'll see you at the end of the day. Bye.